What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can multiply the power of a number using JavaScript. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so let's actually get into the actual math for this. So sometimes when things are a little difficult to comprehend or put down in code, because computers are only literal, it helps to write it down. So something that I like to do is go to Notepad and actually write down what I'm going to do, because computers are only literal, so you got to actually take baby steps for them. So what do we do when we multiply the power of a number? So what we do is we take a number, so just any number, and then we take that number. So we take a number, then we take a power. And then what we're going to do after that is we multiply the number. So let's go with math. We go with number times number power amount of times. And that's what we do. So we take this number and we multiply it by itself this many times. Okay? And then we store that number in a variable, or just in another number. Okay, so those are the baby steps. We take a number, take a power, multiply the number times the number, the power times, and then store that number in a variable. So let me just get rid of this and actually do the math for it. So let's get into the math. Getting into the math, I'm going to be using my CodePen account. So if you don't know what CodePen is, it is a template online that gives you the ability to write HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all in one spot. And as you can see here, if I move my fat head, this is what would be displayed. So if you were going to write like HTML or CSS, this is basically what the browser would look like right here. We're not going to be writing HTML or CSS. We're just going to be writing JavaScript, and then we're going to output it into the console, because otherwise you have to use like a lot of other code, but we don't want to use that. We just want to get the power of something and then make sure that we were able to do that. So we're just going to put it into the console, and then that way we can see what we've done, but we don't have to write a whole lot of robust code. So if I open up the console right here, okay, we have some errors for absolutely no reason. Let's just clear those out. Now let's get into the actual math. So remember, we took a number, so let's create a number, and we're going to call it number. You can call this whatever you want. I'm going to call it a number, and I'm going to set it equal to 8. You can also set that number equal to whatever you want, and we'll change it later just to show that it works with any number. And then we're going to get a power, and we're going to call that power. You can call this whatever you want as well. And then we can call the third variable, we can call it anything we want. We're going to go with combine number. And I'm using camel case to create my variables. You can see as this is not capitalized, but the second word is capitalized. You can use snake case, but in JavaScript it is common to use camel case. We're going to set this equal to 1, and now we have our 3 variables. So now we need to do something with them. Well, what are we going to do? We have to multiply the number times the number this many times. That sounds like a for loop, right? So we can use a for loop. So we'll go for, and then you know how it goes. Let I equal 0, I less than or equal to our I plus plus. Anyways, So now what are we going to do? We're going to set second number equal to number times the second number. Okay, so second or combined number equals number times combined number. And then we're going to console.log combined number. And just like that, we can see 8, 64, 512, just like that. And then we can go with a different power. So say you wanted it 8 times, then it goes 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bruh. So that's the end of this video. If you guys figure this out on your own, then kudos to you. This actually stumped a few developers that I know who have been working in the field for a long time. Even just for a few seconds, they were like, wait a second, what? And if you didn't figure it out, then that's okay. That's what these videos are for. Next time you know how to do this, and you've gotten smarter because of it. If you guys like this video, then please consider subscribing. There's no reason not to, and it would only help out my channel. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.